Really, really good. Proud of you. All right. Cool. Really, really nice job.
You're not fully proud, kinda.
I'm
kinda proud.
Look, for the flip side, it was a perfect no, but you made plays, you operated. Shedeur he's a very impressive young man. He's poised, he's calm, he's smart. You can tell that he's been raised by, really quite honestly, a Hall of Fame dad. It was, look, we're going to get to know him even more over the course of the spring, but, he's really impressive.
Andrew Berry is back, and he's shocked everyone with his bold decision. He moved Shedeur Sanders ahead of Dillon Gabriel, making a sudden shift from the third to the second spot. And here's the twist. He's all in for Shedeur Sanders, and he's doing it on purpose. Remember, he was the only one in the Browns organization who pushed for Shedeur to join the team. We saw it during the preseason. Andrew Berry wanted Shedeur Sanders to succeed in the NFL.
In regards to Shedeur and Theon's not going to interfere. Theon's not going to be calling the coach. Theon's not going to be commenting about Shedeur while he's in Colorado. Lou, I think there's a lot of just fake news out there.
Since the draft, Andrew Berry has seemed visibly anxious about Shedeur Sanders. He was determined to sign him in the first or second round, but when that didn't happen, you could tell he was frustrated. But then, in the fifth round, Andrew Berry took control. He convinced Haslam to make the call and sign Shedeur Sanders. Andrew Berry didn't just sell Shedeur on his potential in the game, he also talked about his stock in the media, and that resonated with Shedeur. The result? Shedeur signed with the Browns, and ever since that moment, Shedeur has quickly become the face of the Browns in the media. And everyone expected that move. It was the reason the Browns traded Kenny Pickett, to reduce the competition and clear the path for Shedeur. Since then, all eyes have been on Shedeur, with many believing he'll get more opportunities on the field. And this isn't just talk, it's already been put into action. After Shedeur's impressive performance in the first preseason game, Andrew Berry personally approached him, offering words of pride and encouragement. That moment wasn't just a casual gesture. It was a public display of confidence and belief in Shedeur's future with the team. It spoke volumes about the Browns' commitment to Shedeur as their next big star.
Really, really good. Proud of you. All right.
Cool.
Really, really nice job.
You're not fully proud, kinda.
I'm
kinda proud.
Look, for the flip side, it was a perfect no, but you made plays, you operated, it's just stacked.
I love when you tell the facts. Did you know? But it's okay.
Listen, you did a nice job.
Andrew Berry's faith in Shedeur Sanders is paying off, as media figures are now backing his decision. Mary Kay Cabot recently stated that Shedeur is the key reason the Cleveland Browns are still relevant, even after a challenging season. She emphasized that despite the team's struggles, it's Sanders who has kept them in the public eye. Without his presence and performances, Cabot argues, the Browns would have likely faded into complete irrelevance. Shedeur's impact has extended beyond the field, ensuring that Cleveland remains a topic of conversation, proving that Berry's bold moves were spot on. Mary Kay Cabot highlighted that Shedeur Sanders isn't just a prominent name, but also a quarterback with immense potential for development. She stressed that his talent is too significant for the Browns to ignore, urging the team to give him a real shot. While she believes he'll live up to expectations, she also noted that if he doesn't, the Browns have the option to move on.
It was too much value to pass up there, a developmental quarterback that they could take a look at and just kind of see what they had. And if it didn't work out.
However, at this moment, the value he brings far exceeds the risk. It's a gamble worth taking, and one the team simply can't afford to pass up. During Shedeur Sanders' challenging preseason game, when critics were quick to point fingers, Andrew Berry made a bold and unexpected move. Rather than letting the situation slide or allowing excuses to pile up, Berry took swift action. He made the decision to remove the entire offensive line that had played alongside Shedeur. This move sent shockwaves throughout the organization, signaling just how committed the Browns' front office is to protecting Shedeur and ensuring he has a fair opportunity to succeed. It was a clear message that they're fully invested in his development, no matter the circumstances. But Andrew Berry didn't stop there. His move wasn't just about changing the personnel on the line. It was about making a statement. He demanded accountability, sought change, and most importantly, aim to create an environment where Shedeur could thrive, rather than setting him up for failure. This bold step is being seen as one of the most aggressive in reshaping the Browns roster, showing Barry's full trust in Shedeur's development. However, there's a bigger picture at play. Barry's decisions aren't just for Shedeur's benefit. They're part of the larger strategy for the Browns' quarterback future. With Dillon Gabriel's physical limitations and Kenny Pickett's departure, the front office recognizes the need for a quarterback who can meet the NFL's demands. The long-term plans, especially after Joe Flacco, depend on getting this right. After all the influence Andrew Berry has had, Kevin Stefanski's recent comments have dramatically shifted the narrative. He's now publicly committed to supporting Shedeur Sanders' growth and development, no matter the outside criticism. This is a significant change, especially since Stefanski was once one of the main voices downplaying Shedeur's potential and even unfairly criticizing him. However, with Kenny Pickett no longer in the picture, the tone has completely shifted. Shedeur is now back in the spotlight, drawing more attention than ever. Stefanski's change of heart comes at a crucial time, signaling that Shedeur's physical presence and natural skills on the field are giving him a real edge over Dillon Gabriel. While Gabriel faces concerns about his size, Shedeur stands out as the more well-rounded option, which could be the deciding factor in elevating him up the Browns' quarterback depth chart.
I don't concern myself with outside type of things, but I'm committed to his development, just like all of our rookies. So we'll continue to focus on getting our guys better. And that's what we'll stay committed to, and that's what's important to me.
TJ Houshmandzadeh has also weighed in, emphasizing that the pressure on Kevin Stefanski is mounting, and much of it can be traced back to Andrew Berry's bold moves. Houshmandzadeh pointed out that the scrutiny surrounding the Browns' quarterback situation is growing, and Stefanski no longer has the luxury of making mistakes. He specifically warned that if Stefanski continues to limit Shedeur Sanders or downplay his role, it could cost him his job. With the organization and fans closely watching every decision, TJ believes that any effort to hold Shedeur back could ultimately place Stefanski on the hot seat, especially with Andrew Berry's unwavering commitment to the young quarterback. In conclusion, Andrew Berry's unwavering support for Shedeur Sanders has set the tone for the Cleveland Browns quarterback situation, and the ripple effect of his bold decisions is being felt throughout the organization. From his early push to sign Shedeur in the draft to his decisive moves during the preseason, Berry has shown a clear commitment to ensuring Shedeur's success. This dedication has not only reshaped the team's depth chart, but also forced a shift in the approach of key figures like Kevin Stefanski. What was once a situation filled with doubts about Shedeur's potential is now a high-stakes battle, with Berry's influence driving the narrative. As pressure mounts on Stefanski, he finds himself at a crossroads. The growing spotlight on Shedeur, combined with the fans' expectations and the front office's backing, means there's little room for error. Stefanski now faces the challenge of balancing his coaching philosophy with the reality that Berry's faith in Shedeur cannot be ignored. The future of the Browns' quarterback position may hinge on how well Stefanski navigates this pressure. With Berry firmly in his corner, the team's trajectory looks promising, but Stefanski's decisions in the coming months could determine whether Shedeur's rise is fully realized or derailed. What do you all think about Andrew Berry's bold decisions and the pressure now mounting on Kevin Stefanski? Do you agree with Berry's unwavering commitment to Shedeur Sanders, or do you think it's too risky to place so much trust in a young quarterback? How do you feel about Stefanski's shift in stance toward Shedeur, especially considering his past criticisms? Do you believe this intense pressure could ultimately benefit the Browns, or is it setting them up for failure? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop your opinions in the comments, and let's discuss what this means for the future of the Browns and their quarterback situation.